We're going to explain all additions and safety devices which are attached to the stationary rip fence up front of the cutting tool or the blade. This is an automatic hold down which is attached to the bracket on the stationary rip fence. Pressure is attached by a simple rubber band. Here we have an automatic hold-in. All items are easily removed and replaced to the bracket. Here we have the extension rod, adjustable, tightened with 2 thumb screws, the automatic hold-in, easily removed, works from material up to 8 inches in width, will keep the pressure at equidistance from the fence. The insets are placed inside the aperture, movable. The one with the splitter is placed over the blade. The fence is attached to a sliding platform which transverses the blade for a distance left and right to 49.5 inches. The bracket is slidable along the top of the fence to any position that is required to place the items up front of the cutting tool. Additional rods are added to the bracket, tightened with a toggle clamp on the top and a screw type clamp to the side, making it rock solid. Additional rods can be attached. Here we have the overhead guard, easily removed and attached. It has independent sides which slide up and held in position. Anti-kickback pawls are incorporated with flaps back and front, covering the whole material, keeping the hands clear of the cutting tool or blade. Can be held up out of the way. Other additions can be attached to the rod, like this Canadian hockey puck, soft wheel which will not mar finished material. Apply pressure by pushing on the wheel and tightening the clamp. This indicates the 7-degree toe-in, which will hold the material tight against the stationary fence. The outrigger gives adequate support for material, and we use a rubber foot on the push stick, which is no mar. We've also incorporated rubber feet on the anti-kickback balls. These will not mark finished material. The OJJ is easily removed from the base. Other additions can be attached to the same base. Removed and replace the OJJ. The OJJ is copyrighted by Macduff 210. Slanjava, Macduff. Jesus, I don't know. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's working. Damn it. On this video we're going to explain Macduff's innovations which are attached to a stationary fence up front of the cutting tool. Here we have an automatic hold down attached to a bracket on the stationary root fence. There is 8 items of anti-kickback devices on these. Pressure is attached by a simple rubber band. Works in conjunction with the automatic holding, which is adjusted by a weight. Items are easily removed from the bracket and attached in the same way. All items work in conjunction with one another. Here we have the outrigger, adjustable, tightened with 2 thumb screws, with added tension to the automatic holding. Easily removed. Inserts and the splitter slide inside the aperture to any distance that is required. The splitter, of course, placed over the blade. The surface of the support platform has no friction as it's covered with melamine. The bracket slides along the top of the stationary rip fence to any position required, in particular in front of the cutting tools. Tightened by 2 thumb screws. Rods are adjustable in length. Tightened with a toggle clamp and a screw type in the front, making it rock solid. Here we have the overhead guard system, removed in the same easy way, attached and tightened with a thumb screw. Independent flaps can be raised up, incorporates its own anti-kickback balls and flaps front and back. Allows close contact to the blade to the rip fence. Can be held up. Other additions can be added to the bracket with another rod. Here we use the Canadian puck for a soft wheel which will not mar the finished material. Pressure is attached by pushing on the puck and tightening the toggle clamp. Toe in is attained by moving the bracket 7 degrees toe in. This guides the material tight against the stationary rip fence. The outrigger has ideal support and the push stick has a rubber foot which will not mar the material. We have incorporated rubber feet on the anti-kickback balls. They will not mark the finished material and give adequate anti-kickback properties. The OJJ is easily removed from the base unit. Other additions can be added to the same base. The original Jimmy jig is covered by the copyright by Macduff 210. Thank you all for viewing this video, and Slán Java, Macduff.